your last game is where you're evaluated, and it's just not good enough. I mean, we're getting shots, we're getting chances, but we're not scoring. And the other part of it, we're giving up some goals at critical times, and we got to be better. So I think being better we can get there by having a better power play. We're moving along after 20 games at about 16% only, and I think that with our personnel we should be operating at a higher percentage level, and that would be better. That would make our team better right away. And on the other part, the checking side of the game, I guess I'm never satisfied with that. There's always shifts in games where you look at and you review with the team where you want to stay focused and be better at. So we've got a lot of work to do.
Past couple of weeks, the games have been Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, so your practice schedule has been kind of staggered. Here you get a little bit of a stretch of practices in a row before you're playing the games again. Is this a good time for that type of thing?
I think this is a very good time to have some practice time under our belt now. With the game on Friday, it's going to give us a chance to get some skating in and get a real focus on the detail part of the game. I think that we just spoke about. So timing is good, and the only way we'll really know, though, is how we respond with the game in Rochester.
I wanted to ask you as well about Harry Zolnierczyk and his game, and he scored that terrific goal as well on Friday. Really seems to be stepping up. He looks faster and faster almost every day too.
Yeah, Harry's played well. I like what he's doing on the line with Couturier right now. He's bringing speed. He's showing some composure with the puck, carrying the puck and challenging into the offensive zone. And as long as he stays as a North player, meaning just go in a straight line, really make the defending defenseman try to challenge you. And when he does that, he's a very, very effective player in the offensive part of it. And on the other side, again, he's a penalty killer for me, pretty responsible overall. So I like what he's done in the first quarter.
What did you think of that shorthanded goal that he had on Friday?
Well, those goals are few and far between in hockey in general. You can go through the footage of NHL games and not find a lot of great goals like that. It was spectacular. A lot of speed. There was a great determination. He definitely knew what he wanted to do, and did it, and brought everybody out of their seat. It was a great burst of energy, and I was real happy for him. And obviously, it was an important goal at that time.
It seems like, I actually wanted to ask about Harry. It seems like his speed is a really big asset for you guys, and if he can harness it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything, and you can never mistake activity for achievement. Some guys go out and they go all over the place 100 miles an hour, and you think there's a lot of great things going on. But Harry's starting to he's got a good control in his speed. He knows when to turn it on and when to pace himself, when to stay available on breakouts. And timing is a big part of the game for a player who can get to top end speed like that. And I think he's starting to understand that, getting a good handle and showing it on a consistent basis.
Another thing that might be an aspect or an asset as far as he's concerned is, as you're mentioning, he's a guy who can play on, probably your top line with Couturier, and he can also, kill penalties. And you want a guy like that who can really plug on any line. He can be effective.
Well, they're very important players to have in your team, at any level. I mean, a player who can skate, who can check, who can kill penalties, and the other part of it that I want to see improvement on as we go through this, this year is the ability to get the puck in your own end when things are very hectic and cycles are going on, and now the puck ends up on your stick. What are you going to do? And the players now who can hold on to that and get their head up and start to move their feet and carry it and get the team out of trouble, just put the fire out right away. They're indispensable. They're so valuable that I've actually talked to him about bringing that into his game, making it a very important part of it, and the value of those players just skyrocket.
When you look at the goals that he's scored, so far this season, a lot of them are either like the first goal of the game or your first goal of the game. And he seems to be really, like one of those guys who's always on it early, maybe perhaps when some of the other guys aren't.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. You're right. So far this year, we'll just see how that goes over a longer period of time. It's again, it shows the player's ready. He's getting himself ready. That's his responsibility to come out and be able to, get going at full speed whenever the opportunity is there. And again, he's done that. he's starting to show, consistency as a performer, and that's a good pro.